I am the Red Cyclone! Ah!
Hey, hello, welcome to another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. This is the episode for 3/3/18, already March. This is the podcast about anything and everything. Oh, and I'm here with Mark with the mic.
Yeah, buddy.
And I'm your host, Louis Beans. Welcome.
Welcome.
So,
you got a
we were
verdict
talking about Voltron.
Yeah.
We were talking about Voltron. Yes, we have a verdict where we take a deep dive into a movie and we come up with our verdict. And so far we've been on the Marvel kick because we've been counting down to an Infinity War, right?
Yeah, which is a week earlier.
Yes, I saw. April?
April 27th.
Okay, 27th. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, but before we get into that, maybe we should switch the order around. You want to talk about Voltron?
Yes, Voltron season 5 back on Netflix. Starts off with a freaking bang. Like, definitely watch. This is probably one of my favorite Netflix series.
Yeah,
like,
me too. I would agree.
I've been loving it like from day one. Like the moment I watched it, and I had my I was skeptical with it. I didn't like in the beginning. I didn't like the way Voltron looked. I had my little issues, and then when I started watching it, I just fell in love. Like I loved everything about it. Like the personalities, the voice acting, story. It reminds me of when they did the comic story from Image Comics. The story is very similar in that way.
Do you remember around what year that was?
Early thousands.
Okay.
Like 2002.
Okay.
Image Double Dudes did the first 6 issues, and then now IDW owns the rights to Voltron, and they do the comic now.
Okay. Wait, so that means it's long running, like the Sonic the Hedgehog comic books and stuff.
It came in and out. Like it was the first one was like a 8-part miniseries, and then they brought another miniseries which introduced the vehicle Voltron, and they fought each other.
So
and
that's what that came from. Okay.
No, the vehicle one was.
No, I remember. Yes, I remember the pictures. Yeah.
Yes. He had a cast back in it last year. We talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a vehicle. That's one I'm wondering if they actually will do in this cartoon series, is bring in another force. Like maybe when they go back to Earth, they're trying to mimic what Voltron has and make their own little force.
I mean, that would be a good thing. I mean, the popularity of the show means it's going to be around for a while, so they have room to expand and go off onto the side tangents. Why not?
More toys to make.
Also, was it received well back in the day? Do you know?
It was received all right. It wasn't. It was. I think it was just overcrowded because it's like 15 robots to make that one Voltron.
Yes. Okay.
So it was kind of overcrowded in that sense. Like again, the Lions are 5 pilots, so it's more simple.
Yeah, true.
And like if you're a fan like myself, I do the monthly Power Ranger podcast. I'm a fan of Power Rangers. I'm a fan of Super Sentai. So Voltron's right up my alley in that sense. It has that big ass robots fighting big ass monsters, and that's what I like. I like that shit.
Yes. Also, speaking of Super Sentai, this does remind me a little bit of Power Rangers in space. Not a lot, just a little bit. Yeah. But what I would say about this season, not this season, I didn't watch this season yet, but this iteration of Voltron is that it feels a lot more exploration heavy, but I guess because we're looking for certain things, but it feels more like if it's the Star Trek of Voltron.
Yeah, I could agree with that. But you gotta realize also the original cartoon was kind of cheesy.
Yes, but also did we get the correct dub and stuff? Because remember we got like a really bad dub. It was literally horrible. Like Sven, remember Sven? That was terrible.
So it's hard to say, like it's hard to compare the original to this one because, I will say this for cartoons nowadays, or with the ones that are back in the day when we were kids, they are more story oriented. They're more story based, and they have a better story. They tell a better story. Back then, it was just like, hey, they're gonna have toys of these, buy them.
But I just want to know if maybe Voltron suffered the fate of a lot of Japanese cartoons, where it wasn't so stupid, when it was in its original language, because you remember how G-Force and the Battle of the Planets and that whole thing was a completely different cartoon when it was translated.
Same thing with Voltron. Voltron was a bit more serious tone in original Japanese.
That's unfortunate.
It did have its more like jokative manners and stuff like that, but
you also had the rats and stuff, the mice and whatever.
Yeah, all that stuff is part of the whole thing. It's just that when it goes to American dub, especially if it's a company that just don't give a fuck, they'll just like, hey, you talk them.
This is true, yeah.
And you don't get the quality like that. But I actually watched the original ones like maybe a couple years ago and just went through them, and they're pretty bad.
Yes, they don't hold up well.
No, the animation is good. The story and the characters are just bad. Like this one, at least you learn to develop like a relationship with the characters. You learn to like these characters. You learn to like adapt, and this is something I like about newer cartoons nowadays: is the fact that they give you a reason to care about the show.
Yes.
Instead of just watching it because it's a big fucking robot killing things.
This is true. Also, they give everybody a personality.
Exactly.
Instead of just happy, sad, angry, or whiny or something. Like they have a distinct personality, so that's good.
And I like the characteristics of these characters in the new series. I like the development. I like the development of Keith, and I see him being a bigger role coming into season 6.
Okay.
I don't want to spoil anything in that sense of if you didn't watch season 5. I'm not going to go that deep into it. But Keith, and if you watched the original, he's always been the leader. He was the Red Lion that took over the Black Lion. I did like the fact that they made him not the leader in this one, and he's building up that character to become the leader.
Yes.
And I think
also we also know that the whoever's the black, what do they call them? Not lion, because the lion is the actual lion. Do they have a name for them when they're just in the suit?
Pilot.
Oh, they're just a pilot. Okay, yeah. So the destiny of the black pilot always leads to death, apparently.
Yes.
So we'll see what happens.
And also there was Keith was the only one that was able to manage to control the Black Lion.
Gotcha. This is
like
true.
the Black Lion chose him. He didn't have to accept. He didn't have to do anything for the Black Lion to really accept him.
Yeah, this is true. Whereas with the Red Lion in this series, he had to go through the whole thing.
Because the Red Lion's an asshole.
Also, to this show's credit, they also kept the characteristics of the old characters.
Yes, they did, and they did a really good job doing that.
That's pretty cool.
So, I say Aurora is a better character than what she was before. I think she's a lot more.
She's more fleshed out. Yeah.
She's a lot more stronger. She's a character that you can actually like really like believe in, being that royal. The way she acts, the way she talks, and everything like that. I like the way she's brought up. But everyone, I think they did a really good job. I had high hopes when I saw that it was the people behind Avatar: The Last Airbender that were the ones doing the show. They were the showrunners for this one. I was like, all right, I really liked that cartoon. I liked the storylines. I liked everything from it. So I was like, you know what? They're going to do a good job in that sense.
Okay, good. I'm glad so far they've done a good job.
Yeah, it's a beautiful show.
Yeah, it really is.
And it gives them so much credit. It's like if you watch the current season 5, you don't see Voltron to the 3rd episode, and it's like, damn. And you really think about it, you're like, oh shit, yeah. But them shits were good.
But shit, isn't that almost exactly mirroring what happened in the beginning?
Yeah.
Because you don't get to see Voltron right off the bat, do you?
No, you see them getting the lions. You see them collecting the lions in the beginning.
Yeah.
They all
And
didn't
the
have
tribes,
lines at the
the
time.
pilots.
Yeah.
Yes. That's
And
true.
they all had their little saves and things like that, and them adapting to the lions and stuff like that. So it's been really good. Definitely watch it. I don't want to go into spoilers because again, a lot of people haven't finished yet.
Yes,
So,
it's very recent, yeah. So,
but watch it. It's really good. Keep it going because I want more.
me too.
This is a product of something that a reboot that actually did a really good job in rebooting it.
So I mean, that means there might be hope for the reboot. No.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh,
you know what? I love.
Cats? I saw some SWAT Cats rumors.
SWAT Cats again. I paid I put in money for the Kickstarter.
Also, that means they might be ready soon.
Yeah, it's still in the air. They're trying to find where it's gonna be, but yeah, in the air. I would love to see if Netflix could get the rights of Thundercats.
Does anybody have them now? Like,
well, DC
at least to put up the old episodes.
I know Amazon has all the old episodes on Amazon Prime.
Even up to the most current seasons?
No, just the old one, not the.
Those are the ones I want, though.
Not the one on Cartoon Network.
Those I want. I want to see that.
Yeah. That was originally supposed to go on Netflix, and it just never did. I never saw it on Netflix. Man. So hopefully we'll see a Thundercats in the near future.
Mm-hmm.
I'll even have the same showrunners do Thundercats as doing Voltron. Like, give me good stories, I guess.
I mean, listen, the last iteration of Thundercats was actually very well voice acted. Like, it was pretty good. But like, I think it only had one season, and that was it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know if people still aren't digging it. I don't know what's going on. Like, why there's no resurgence in Thundercats? Like, every time it comes out, that's the second time too.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's just a lot of people remember it fondly and just don't actually pay attention to where it is when it comes out, so they don't watch it.
That's why I think like Netflix would be a good platform for it.
I agree. It's a good platform for a lot of things.
Yeah. So Thundercats, hopefully we get it. The SWAT Cat thing, I gotta actually look up my email and see if they actually ever send me any updates on it. The last update I got, it was like they're working on getting like Netflix or Hulu to take it.
Okay.
And yeah, it's in the air. It's coming out. I think it's gonna be 8 episodes.
You know, I don't feel bad at all about any of these getting reboots and stuff. If only because SWAT Cats barely had a run.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
there's some things like, again, like it's always gonna go to a different crowd, and they're always gonna aim for a different crowd. But at least if they keep the core to what made it so memorable, I'm fine with that. Like in Voltron, they kept the core that what makes the characters so memorable. They kept that core in this one, and that's why I think I like it so much. Same thing with Ninja Turtles. They always keep the core personalities.
Yeah, true. I guess.
And the funny thing is, the core personalities of the current Ninja Turtle, like the 2012, weren't from the old cartoon. It was from the movie.
That was which movie? TMNT?
The original Ninja Turtle movie.
Really?
It was always there. Like every cartoon after the original '89 was always the personalities of the movie, not the cartoon. Because Raphael was never angry in the '87 cartoon.
I didn't know that. I thought he was just a jerk.
No, he was just sarcastic.
Well, yeah, that's true. He wasn't very violent.
No, he was sarcastic and he talked a lot of shit. But he was very sarcastic. From the 2003 on, even fucking Next Mutation, they always took the personalities off the movie. Which movie was the '87, which was the '83 comic books characteristics as well.
Okay.
So yeah, so they always keep that core. As long as you keep that core of what makes the characters, what made you fall in love with the characters, I'm fine with the reboots. I still will give it a chance, even though like I'm skeptical. I still give it a chance. Even with the rise of the Ninja Turtles, I'm still going to give it a chance, even though I'm not happy with it.
Yeah, I mean, it might surprise you. That's true.
Yeah, exactly. As long as you give me a good laugh, they're gonna be at the Rise of the Ninja Turtles is gonna be like Justice League action. They're gonna be like 12-minute episodes, and it's gonna be like 2 episodes in one show.
Okay.
It's gonna be like a fast-paced cartoon, kind of like Titans Go as well.
I was about to say that, and I mean that came out with a divisive art style after having been a beloved show before that.
Yeah.
So this is almost like the same parallel. So
Yeah.
I mean, then what happened was Teen Titans Go turned out to be really funny. So
Yeah.
that kind of overcame the art style.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. I mean, I'm optimistic.
Yeah. Same here.
Mm-hmm. So what, you want to go into the verdict now for Captain America Civil War?
We can do verdict for Captain America Winter Soldier.
You know what's funny? I'm just gonna put this out there. So ever since Civil War came out, it's just erased the title of the other movie. I know I meant the other one, but for some reason Civil War just makes me erase the title of Winter Soldier in my head. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Yes. Winter Soldier. Yes. So,
yeah, this one's my number 1 MCU movie. Period.
I'm gonna say for me number 2 because I really like Captain America 1.
Okay.
But like that's just it's a totally different thing.
Yeah.
But I don't compare them between like, oh, which one is better. It's just like, oh, I just really like this movie.
I think this one was just a well thought out movie. Like throughout the whole movie, it's straight out action packed, more espionage, more story. It developed characters a lot better too.
It was just like everybody involved seemed more comfortable.
Yes.
So you got Chris Evans comfortable as Captain America. You got Scarlett Johansson comfortable as Black Widow. Sam Jackson comfortable as Nick Fury.
Yeah.
You know, just everybody seems to be natural as hell, and there's more screen time for all those people too.
Yeah.
Like, this is the first movie where Nick Fury is doing stuff.
Yeah. He actually fights.
He actually fight like that badass SUV car chase scene or whatever. You know.
Yeah.
He's dodging the Hydra agents.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also that's a main thing in this movie is the tendrils of Hydra.
Hydra.
Yes, just they're everywhere.
Yep.
And,
cut
coming
one
out
head.
in force.
You cut one hell, another head grows.
Yes, that's it. So we're seeing it now in a big bad way. So I mean, they're putting their money where their mouth is.
Yeah. So Winter Soldier itself is my favorite MCU movie. I think I've seen this one the most. I think this is why it's my favorite one.
Okay.
The fight scenes are fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like the best in the so far. You think the best in the series in like all the Marvel movies?
Yes.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
One thing I always said, and I said this in many our casts when we were talking about the verdict to the MCU movies, is the fact that I love the fact that they put so much weight in Captain America's hits.
Yes.
Yeah, it makes it believable that he's punching the shit out of you.
The initial fight scene with him on the ship where he's going chasing down, was it Bad Rock?
Yeah.
And he's just taking out those henchmen, those mercenaries. That shit is ridiculous. The way he kicks one dude and he flies right overboard, like it's so good. Like they have that thing that Hulk did, the second Hulk movie did, was when the Hulk hits somebody and they go flying and it just looks believable.
Yeah.
Like they nailed that. They nailed that for Cap. So kudos to them. Man.
Yeah, I love the fight scenes. That elevator scene is probably my favorite scene.
Yeah,
in the whole movie.
Also a classic, man.
Yeah, that whole scene is dope. If you haven't watched it, I did post it up on the RedCycloneInc Facebook board. It's a fantastic scene. I like the Black Widow character in this movie. I think this was the best use of Black Widow throughout all the movies. It gave her more of a personality in that sense. It gave her. I'm glad they didn't use her as a love interest, but more as a companion for Captain America.
Yes.
As in, she was just his partner. She looked out for him and things like that. They had their little they had their little defense against each other, but in
Mhm.
the end they took each other's back, and I like that. I really like the development of Falcon. Winter Soldier looked fucking badass
Yes.
in every single scene that he was in.
That's a cool. That's a key to making a character memorable. Is just always keeping them dope.
Yeah,
You know,
and
just never on screen. Awesome.
yeah, I really like his stuff, and I was really happy with it. What other stuff? It's just the whole Hydra. You had the dude in the computer. I forgot his name.
What's that? Arnim Zola?
Zola, and him talking about kind of really opening up about the Hydra.
Yes.
And stuff like that. And I thought that was a cool scene because it was dated ass computers, but one fucking high tech flash drive deck.
But I just love that they did it. They put Arnim Zola in the movie.
Yeah.
The robot, the man in the machine, as in the movie.
Yeah, but I liked what they did with everything. I think they did a really good job of just building these guys. Captain America's suits were pretty fucking dope in this one. I really like the navy blue one. I actually own the hot toy of that one.
Okay.
That's the only hot toy I own, and that's the only one I have.
I mean, what was were they Shield the guys in the beginning that ends up with that end up fighting him in the elevator? Those are
they were
Hydra
agents.
Yes.
Hydra agents, yeah.
But even their outfits when the sneaky mission and stuff, like that black suit that he had. Well, he's Crossbones, but he had a name. I don't remember exactly what his name.
I did really forget his name, but
like his suit, Black Widow's outfit, like they were all dope. Captain America's, like they all.
Yeah, it looked like it was more of an espionage suit anyway. It was more of a stealth.
A sneaky mission.
Yeah, it was stealth Captain America.
He pulled the Solid Snake, first movie did. Just
yes, the Solid Snake too.
I was gonna say, but like, just everybody, the characters they got, the people they got to play, everybody knew.
Even the guy who was running Shield was fucking. He was as evil as everyone else.
Yeah, true story. That's right. Even the oh my god, yeah, you're right. Yeah. There was just so much they built up, and like this movie was like the glue for the rest of the series.
Yeah,
because you could see them putting so many pieces in place.
Yes,
and just like, oh, this is what this does. Oh, this is who this is. This is oh shit, wow, and like just like the activation of the Hydra agents is the damn.
Yeah.
Like,
so the guy that plays that lines up playing Crossbones in Civil War, his name in the movie is Brock Rumlow.
Brock Runlow?
Yeah, that's Crossbones' real name.
Oh, it's actually his real name. Okay. All right.
Yeah. You saw Maria Hill more in this movie as well as another Shield agent and all. Bucky was fucking great. With the soldier, every scene he had was pretty fucking badass. Even the scene that he supposedly killed Nick Fury was fucking badass. Like when he first introduced going after the vehicle of Samuel Jackson.
Oh,
Nick Fury was really dope scene. The capturing the shield scene was
when he threw it at him. Yeah. But he threw it back and he caught it and he slid though.
He was cool. Do it with his bionic arm.
Damn. Just so many really cool moments. I mean, especially their fight scene, like towards the end.
Yeah.
Like, Lil, you said you knew the name of the people who did it?
The director?
Was he the director of choreography?
No. I don't know the choreography, but I know with the Russo brothers that directed it, which they are the ones that are doing the current Infinity War. They also did Civil War as well. Okay.
But I mean, just the guy who did the choreography. Apparently, he did Black Panther, but the way they shot it didn't do it for me. But in this movie, it was crystal clear. You could see what was happening during the fights, and all of it was awesome. And that's one of the things about this movie that really sticks with me. It was just like, oh, they went through the extra effort so you could see everything. That's why the elevator scene is so good. It was because you could see everything happening. You see him do all that. You could see him take all of them out. Like, that was awesome.
They did a really good job of capturing the comic book as well, because this was Barker. He was the writer of the Winter Soldier when when Winter Soldier returned in the comics. Because the Winter Soldier we got is basically he was kind of new, in a sense. Like he's Bucky's the old character, but Winter Soldier is a new character.
Yes.
Off of him and stuff like that, and he probably had one of the greatest Captain America runs ever. So if you never look up his Captain America run, they're all really good books. And this when they introduced Winter Soldier, they went more deep into Shield. They went more deep into Captain America's life, him living in Brooklyn and things like that. I like when they show him in Brooklyn and how he interacts with everybody and everything like that. So.
All right, and we're going to take a little break right here just to remind you to follow us on Tumblr, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, also on SoundCloud. What we do is we have this podcast, the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. We also have the Wrestling Babble podcast that's hosted by Merc with the Mic, who's a frequent guest on my show, and that should be on Merc with the Mic on SoundCloud. We post those on YouTube as well, so you can check the Merc with the Mic podcast out on his YouTube channel, which is also Merc with the Mic. And also you can catch the It Gets Better I Swear podcast as well as the various other playthroughs on the RedCycloneInc YouTube channel. Thank you.
Yeah, it's again my favorite MCU movie. I was very excited to watch this one. This is a must watch of all the movies. Captain America, I think, again, as a trilogy, Captain America had the best trilogy.
I would agree.
Yeah. And every single one was very good, because then the next one you have is his next is fucking Civil War. So, so it was really good. Definitely watch it. Next week is Age of Ultron. The end credits was the introduction of what Hydra was working on. They have a Tesseract, and they're using it to give powers to people and shit like that. And you see the first two subjects, which is Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch. Yeah. And then the second end credit scene is Bucky visiting the museum where the Captain America suit was held at.
Yeah.
And he's looking at his old self.
Oh, yeah, that was actually a powerful scene in the movie too.
Yeah.
When Captain went to the museum, and he was looking at the footage about him, and then they mentioned Bucky, and that's when they showed he was having memories of Bucky.
Yeah.
Like, again, just characterization. Like, who is this character and all that. Like, they put in the work, and it paid off.
And they also introduced the character Sharon Carter.
Yes.
Which line up being she's the granddaughter.
They do close that loop too. Yes.
Agent Carter. Agent Carter does pass away in this movie.
Yeah.
And she's old, and he spent his last moment with her.
They say how she was was she in her 80s or 70s?
Yeah, because Captain America is almost 100 years, almost 90 years old.
Almost 90, right? So she would be like 80 something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a sad scene, and it showed how much he really cared for her and stuff. But again, yeah, definitely watch this movie. It's an amazing movie. Age of Ultron is next. We go on through.
Where does that put the timeline if they push the movie up? Won't that mean you won't be able to finish before the movie comes out?
You'll have to double time. So like the week before the movie, you gotta watch Thor Ragnarok and Black Panther.
Oh well, I'm not okay. Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not about to pick Black Panther again so soon.
Well, Black Panther is still kind of new, so I don't see I need to watch it in order to go into Infinity War.
This is true.
So I'm fine with that. And then Thor Ragnarok I actually ordered on the Blu-ray. So
yeah, okay.
Because I did that Disney Movie Club.
Nice. Shout outs.
Yeah. It's actually quite good, and two of my boys signed up, so they gave me 4 free movies off of it.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, I got First Avenger, Captain America Blu-ray. I got. I finished it up. I finished the Thor series. I got 1 and 2. And
nice.
I got what was I missing? I was missing Iron Man 2.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm trying to get all the MCU movies.
Mm-hmm.
So all I'm missing right now is Doctor Strange
You have Iron Man 3?
and Iron Man 3.
Okay. I was about to say, I remember. I think you said that was the one movie you didn't buy, but
Yeah.
Doctor Strange. Okay.
Doctor Strange is on Netflix. That's why.
Yeah.
And
okay.
then I also own Civil War, so I already have that one. And then also Guardians. I got Guardians 1 and 2, but Guardians is on Netflix as well.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
So,
also
yeah.
a question. Did it start yet? Did Jessica Jones start, or is that soon?
Next Friday.
Next Friday. All right. Okay.
Yeah, we got Jessica Jones next Friday. Daredevil should be later this year.
Oh, nice. That's a nice surprise.
Yes. There's more movies coming out that we all trying to see. Wrinkle in Time, I think, is the next one I'm gonna go see.
All right.
And
who's that? You have a idea of who's in that and whatnot?
That's with Oprah. It's a Disney movie.
Oh, that's the
Fine.
the really like fantastical movie where Oprah
Yes.
is like the fairy godmother type of character.
Yes. My girl, Jackie. Shout out to her and her podcast. Yeah. So she read the book. She was really into the books, and she told me they made a really bad TV adaptation to it. So
Okay.
she's actually really looking forward to this movie. I'm looking forward to Pacific Rim.
Oh, and when is that?
That's the end of March.
So that's really soon. All right. I gotta keep up.
I'm looking forward to Ready Player One.
How soon is that?
I think that's in April.
Oh, sure. Okay, yeah. So there is a lot of good stuff coming out really soon. All right.
You know what's crazy and funny?
Hmm?
Disney now has a movie every single month and up to September.
Well, they own so much shit, man. I'm just saying
They got Black Panther.
they can afford to.
They have Wrinkle in Time in March. They have Avengers in April now. They got Han Solo in May. They have Incredibles in June. They have Ant-Man and Wasp in July.
Nice.
It's crazy.
Okay.
Disney making all that money.
I mean, well, listen. This is what conglomerates do. So you got one pot that has all this stuff in it. I mean, listen. For the time being, it's all good.
But you know what? I give Disney what they're doing, like especially with the Black Panther proceeds. They are donating to a lot of needy causes and charities, and they're doing good money with the millions and millions they made off of that movie.
That's cool.
So yeah, give back to what fandom is, and that's a good thing.
I mean, nobody really thought it was a bad idea to have Disney own all these IPs in the first place, right? Like, they've always pretty much been a straightforward company. I don't think there's too much scandal with them anyway.
Yeah.
So
a lot of people bitched about it, but I thought it was smart when I first heard about it. I was like,
I did too.
what they're going to do is they're going to let them be and just put money into these things to make more come out.
Yes. And they're not stifling the rated R stuff. See, as soon as it sells, they'll let it go.
Yeah.
So,
and then it's going to be interesting if they do fully get the Fox brand back. That's going to be interesting what they do with that. And again, it's a long way, but Disney is doing their part with Marvel and Star Wars. If it wasn't for Disney, you would not be seeing this many Star Wars movies. You probably still want to see a Star Wars movie, to be honest with you.
Oh, I wanted to tell you. I don't know if you saw it. I heard it on Babylon. I think it was last week. Oh, also, hopefully speedy recovery to Kevin Smith.
Yes, he had a heart
attack. It was like she could have lost him. They said it was like what they call the Black Widow.
Yeah,
like, that's what usually kills people. So thank goodness he survives. But on the last podcast that they did have, they mentioned that there's a cut of the Han Solo trailer to the Beastie Boys Sabotage.
Yes, I saw it. It was actually pretty dope.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just putting that bug out there. So if anybody is interested, like apparently that's a really dope cut of the trailer.
That should be the trailer.
Okay. All right.
Any games you playing?
Still playing Monster Hunter.
Yes.
Not really much else besides Mass Effect that's going up on the channel.
Mm-hmm.
But we actually, myself, Commander Farrell, and another friend of ours, we actually played the Monster Hunter, the latest DLC for the what's her name, Alloy?
Yeah.
So she's in the game. Basically, it's her complete character model. So that's kind of cool. If you really like Horizon Zero Dawn, the quest to get her is not hard at all.
Yeah.
So if you're a fan of Monster Hunter and Horizon Zero Dawn, like once you get to rank 11, which again not very difficult, like it's in there and it looks great. I have the Ryu set from Street Fighter 5.
Yeah.
Like so, if you have data, you can do a quest to get that. I mean, I don't know when it's gonna go out because they shuffle them in and out.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know why they do that because at this point in the video game systems, there's more than enough room to just leave it there. But I guess maybe they want people to actually do them because if you just let them sit there, people tend not to rush to do them.
Yeah.
But anyway, the arena quest to get the Ryu, you fight a giant Barroth, and what I had thought the Horizon Zero Dawn quest was going to be a giant Anjanath, but apparently it's not really a giant.
Yeah.
It's just kind of bigger.
Okay.
But anyway, good stuff on them. The costumes they're free as DLC. You just do some quests to get it. They look cool. The Ryu is low rank. The alloy armor is high rank.
Cool.
And there's more monsters coming soon. Devil Joe's coming soon. Apparently there's Lagambi from the Generation series. So I'm looking forward to what they're going to put in the game.
Yes, I gotta get up my rank.
Oh, don't be in a rush. No rush, man. No rush. I'm still playing the game like crazy.
I think I'm ranking. I got up to 5 today.
So here's the secret. Until you get to about 14, 16,
yeah,
all that means is that's the chapter you're on.
Yeah.
So once you get past the chapter 14 or 15 or whatever,
yeah,
your rank just starts to turn into whatever. Like it just keeps going up and up and up and up.
Cool. So, I'm enjoying it though. I played it a little bit today. I just finished Bayonetta 1. I picked up Bayonetta 2 and 1. Well, 1 came with part 2.
Mm-hmm.
I picked it up for the Switch. So I'm playing that, and it's a quite fun game.
So how's it look though?
Looks great. It looks better than the Wii U version.
Is it a port or did they do it again? It was a port, right?
It's a port. It's a port of the Wii U version.
Okay.
Because
that's the special ones though, right?
Yeah.
That's the really cool part 1 that gets like the Star Fox costume and all that stuff.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay. Mario, the Princess Peach one is cool because you see Bowser's hand come out with her moves.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. Like the difference of a lot of things. That was actually pretty cool.
All right.
So I've been playing that. I finished the first one. I'm about to start the second one. I'm debating if I'm gonna do this as a Let's Play. So I guess I probably would. It's just the fact that it's an M-rated game, so I have to put restrictions on it.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, you're right.
When there's nudity.
Is there? I don't remember.
They focus on her crotch all the time.
That's interesting. That's not the most likely of places they would usually zoom in on a video game. But
her butt, her crotch.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah, but it's a fun game. I have issues with Platinum games. I have made this clear on the podcast before. What they did to the Ninja Turtle game, because it has so much potential, and they just like made it sucky and pissed me off.
That makes me sad that they have a literal track record now of 3 not great licensed games.
Yeah.
Turtles, Transformers, and Legend of Korra.
And Transformers was also very potential. Like you had the 80s look and everything. You was like, oh man, it looked dope. And they failed.
Yes.
And what pissed me off more is the I bite them.
Listen, when you get hyped up, you gotta sometimes you gotta play it for yourself. But
Yeah,
it is what it is.
yeah, I regret buying them. I also did some Let's Plays. I did some Let's Plays on my YouTube channel. I did the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie
Oh,
for
dude,
Sega Genesis.
that game is hilarious.
Yeah,
Not in a good way, but it's still fun to watch.
yeah. And then I played the first Sega Genesis one, which was kind of like a fighting game.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The fighting game. That one I watched.
Yeah.
You fighting, what's his name? Gigants? Whatever that.
Yeah,
Barbarius or whatever. That stupid thing. Yo, he has the worst anti-air. How come? Maybe you can see it because it's a sprite-based game and it's old, and I know flickering doesn't show up on PC. So when I see you jump in on him, and the sprite for his moves are gone, so basically it looks like you got hit by nothing. So I'm like, yo, this monster's mad cheap.
Yep. And then I put the movie game, which is more of a beat 'em up.
Yeah, beat 'em up. That's
it's a side scroller. That one was pretty cool because all right, so I'm trying to get the Super Nintendo ones. They're kind of pricey, so I'm trying to there's a video game con coming up in Brooklyn that I think me and Jenkins gonna plan to go. If you want to go, I think it's $15 to go. It's in Brooklyn. Okay. It's a cheap video game con. It's Brooklyn, I think it's Gotham Video Games Brooklyn Game Con. So we're gonna go try to do that. It's like the day of NXT Takeover, so we're gonna go. We're gonna go there, and also doing the WrestleMania party in my house. So you're welcome to come too.
Cool.
Anyway, going into that, so I've been trying to find the Super Nintendo ones. The funny shit with these Power Ranger games for the Super Nintendo and for the Genesis is you gotta realize also if you really look at the sprites of the characters and shit like that, they're all the Red Ranger.
Okay, that's true.
Even the girls just wear a skirt, but they're still they're all the Red Ranger. They look manly. They have there's no indication of they're a girl besides the skirt.
I'm just saying, dog. That Yellow Ranger was a guy in that suit.
So the Pink Ranger.
Oh no!
Pink Ranger the Pink Ranger was the one that actually had the skirt.
Yeah,
but you see her still brolic like a dude. And then if you ever go to the Super Nintendo one, which I hopefully do on my YouTube channel as well, they're all brolic as shit and just different colors.
That's awesome.
It was cool. The one thing that you notice in the Power Ranger movie game, though, they did a pretty good job of the White Ranger. They actually did a good job on his sprite because he's a lot different looking than the other ones.
Yes, he is.
And then they all have the same weapons. They all have the same moves. They didn't get really creative with changing moves up or anything like that. So if you play one, you play them all. They all play the same. There's no like levels or speed difference or anything like that. It's a very short game. I beat it within 30, like maybe 40 minutes. The only cool thing about the movie one is the fact that you fight the Zords after every battle, after every boss. So you get to play the Ninja Zord, you get to play the Falcon Zord, and then
you play Samurai Zord too, right?
And then the Thunder Zord, the Thunder Zord, or you get to play that or the White Tiger Zord. The cool thing is the fact that they did have to make a long game. So pretty much Power Ranger movies, you fight the Ivan Ooze and shit like that. So they have to. It breaks in the beginning. You fight Ivan Ooze and shit, and then it kind of goes into a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers TV show storyline where when they go for I forget the name of the episode. I think it's when they release the powers to the new red, yellow, and white and black Ranger.
It's basically it breaks into the White Ranger saga too.
Yeah, it shows that he becomes the White Ranger, and then they introduce that, and then they look for that big sword to transfer the powers. So they do that. So a little bit in the game, you see Jason, Zach, and Trini.
That's cool. And you get to see the pictures. Yeah.
And then it goes back to Rocky, Adam, and Aisha. So it's a cool concept. I did post those things up this week. I should have more retro gameplay for you. I'm still trying to get my hands on the Super Nintendo Power Rangers, but I'll definitely do some of the fighting game probably later this week.
All right, nice.
I have the Zord fighting game.
Check out that Mark with the Mic YouTube channel.
Yes. But yeah, that's what I've been playing this week. Yeah, and then the Bayonetta. The fact that the Switch, I think I finished more games on the Switch is the fact that I can take it with me.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
So I'm always on the go, and then when I'm on the go, I play. Like yesterday, I went to Long Island. Shout outs to Tommy. He does the Power Ranger cast with me. His birthday is this week, so happy birthday to Tenacious T, Tommy. He does that's his name now, but he does the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger monthly cast with me. So I went to Long Island. So me coming back from Long Island, I had like about an hour and a half of gameplay. So I played my fucking Switch, going back and forth.
Nice.
Yeah. So as much people bitch about the battery pack, it lasts 3 hours. 3 hours is all I need. That's most of the time I'm usually out.
You're not the first person I've heard of like actively taking the Switch out, like in the city. Because like I saw a dude on the train playing the Switch. I don't know what he was playing. I think it was like Bomberman or some shit. But yeah, he was actually playing the Switch on the train.
Yeah, I don't do it like in the MTA train. Maybe the bus. I pull it out on the bus.
Listen, between you and me, I wouldn't pull out anything on the MTA train.
Yeah. No, I don't do it on the train. Like if I'm taking the bus to Harlem, I go to Harlem every month. Like go like shopping for food and shit. So I'll take the bus over there, and I'll take the hour bus ride just to fucking play.
Gotcha.
And then I'll come back and I'll play. That trip, the battery lasts me all the way to the end. So
and that's what it's for, man. That's what it's for.
So I'm actually happy with that. I got my next game. I think would be Far Cry 5 that comes out later this month.
Okay. Are you a fan of the series, or is this like gonna be a first?
I did like 3 a lot, and I fell off. I didn't like 4. I didn't play Primal. I did like Blood Dragon.
Yeah.
Blood
I
Dragon
heard rumors of another one, but
yeah, Blood Dragon was pretty dope because it was pretty much an 80s movie.
Yes, it was complete with like rapid fire laser pistols and
exactly.
you got RoboCop's gun.
Exactly, it was a fun game in that sense. So definitely, I'll say try to play that one. It was really good.
You know what? You just gave me the idea. I might do a playthrough of that because it's pretty short.
You should.
It's pretty short.
I recommend that.
Right.
I say okay to that as well.
Okay.
Yeah. It's backwards compatible now too.
I saw.
I have it on my Xbox. I forgot I bought it.
You know, it's just such a small piece of the game, but like it's just so unique that it holds your attention. Like even now, how old is that? Like 7 years old?
Yeah, about 7 years old.
Yeah.
Because it came out after 3, and before like probably a year before. Yeah, it came out. And I like 3 a lot. 3 was really good. I think that one's getting a HD remake.
Oh, really? Wow. Okay.
I think that was the most popular one. That's why.
That was the one with the flamethrower in the commercial.
Yeah.
And they were burning the fields, and they were playing like Jimi Hendrix.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I never got to play 3. I should. I have 4, but that's only because I got it for free when I got my PS4. Was that Christmas thing? They gave away games. I'm like, all right, I'll take this game, and then I played that one for about a few levels because I think you get levels in the game. So maybe like my character leveled up maybe 3 or 4 times. I got like into the bow, and I was like, oh, this is cool, and then I stopped playing.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right. Okay. So I guess we should wrap it up.
Yeah. Next week, our verdict will be Avengers: Days of Voltron.
Yes. Or as I like to call it, Hawkeye's house.
There you go. Hawkeye and Velma.
Oh wait, that's the lady from the movie?
Scooby-Doo movie. Yeah, she plays Velma.
Oh shit. Interesting. Okay. All right.
Interesting. Yes. So we're getting closer and closer to Infinity War.
I mean, Marvel said, "Fuck it, let's do it now."
Exactly, and I think it also gives space for. Actually, I think it's good for Deadpool too because it gives space for Deadpool.
Deadpool's when?
In the middle of May.
Oh, all right, you're right. Okay.
It's like smack right in the middle of that and Han Solo.
Gotcha.
So I'm like, get Deadpool, man. You gotta pick your dates better.
Well, shit. Last time was Valentine's Day. It wasn't bad.
But Yo, the way they advertised it for Valentine's Day was perfect. It was just perfect for it.
Yeah, you're right.
It was acting like a fucking love story and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come watch the best love story ever.
Look at the trailers; they cut it together so well, though.
Yeah.
That's why it was so good.
Yes,
Anyway.
yes.
All right, so we got a bunch of good stuff coming down the pipes. Stay tuned to RedCycloneInc on YouTube. On what else we have? We on Instagram. We on Facebook. Got the pictures of Shepard on Instagram. Just gonna shout that out.
Yes.
We got the Facebook group, RedCycloneInc.
Yep.
Also the Wrestling Babble.
Yep.
We just did the recap for Elimination Chamber 2018, and you can catch that on the Merc with the Mic SoundCloud, as well as hit the Merc with the Mic YouTube channel.
Yes.
Catch our playthroughs on RedCycloneInc on YouTube. Our podcast, It Gets Better, I Swear, is going to be on SoundCloud, YouTube, and Tumblr, because we put them up there. WordPress as well. So we're everywhere. We
give wherever we can post it on, we post it.
Yes, sir. So enjoy. Have a good weekend.
And
take care. If
later.
It's your birthday, happy birthday. Peace.
It's not.
If it's not, no free sandwich, but have one anyway. Fuck it.
Yes, have a sandwich. Steal it from Jenkins.
Oh, all right. Yeah, we got to get that picture of him eating a sandwich.
Yes, as show.
Jenkins, where you at? I need you to eat a sandwich. Take a picture.
As Showster.
Oh, awesome. Yes, yes, with the big mustache too.
We gotta get him the yellow mustache.
Yeah,
and the fake bald head. And the blonde hair, and he's mad dark, and he has to eat the sandwich just like
he
that.
looks like a hot dog man. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Yeah.
That'll be a picture. That'll be the front picture of RedCyclone.
Yeah, that will be the new logo. The show, the Jinkies the Showster.
Yes, Jinkies the Showster.
All right.
All right. Later.
You